Hello lovely people, it's Cara here and I am, as ever, so mad. How are you all keeping? Another week has flashed by or so. I never quite know when I'm going to let these videos go, so I just record when I can, when I feel in the zone. And right now I'm definitely in a lovely zone. I've just come back from a lovely lunch with my very good friend. Went to the loveliest little boutique, had a lovely prawn sandwich. So happy bunnies all round. So thought I'd just, pop on and give you an update of what I've been up to, what I've been sewing, because yes, you know that I've been sewing a lot, as always, and just wanted to share that with you really. So let me know how you're doing. I always love to hear lots of comments. I would love it if you'd subscribe, please. Still got quite a high percentage of my viewers that don't subscribe, so don't be shy. It is completely free to be a subscriber. It's a YouTube app, and then you just literally click that button that says subscribe. There's a little notification bell there as well, so you don't miss out on any of the videos that I upload. I'm generally uploading about once a week, just because I've got a lot of content to share with you, but B, I really enjoy being with you guys, and it's lovely to know you're there. So this week is all about the whites. White. Now, if you've been watching my channel for a while, thank you, you'll know that I don't actually wear a great deal of white. I made had a white Naya top with the lovely leopard print spots all over it. Just trying to think if there's anything else white that I've made of recently. Oh, actually the Alina dress I was wearing, that's white in the background, isn't it, with the lovely sort of tropical flowers and things. But generally speaking, it's not a colour I am in tune with. And then I don't know if I explained to you the what's the word I'm looking for? I'm addicted. The fascination with the kimono. There's a certain type of kimono, they're by a company called Powder, really beautiful. If I can, I'll find a screenshot, I'll put one in there. And actually, I saw it in this boutique that I've just come back from. I saw it a few weeks ago, and it has been haunting me. And then I think to myself, why? You have kimonos in your wardrobe, you don't wear them, so don't beat yourself up about it. You don't need something that you're not going to wear. And then I thought, do you know what? The solution to this is to actually make something that you can wear your kimonos with, and then you will know if you need another kimono in your life. The answer is I don't, because I have quite a few. And let me share that with you. Oops, sorry, microphone. This is the Sylvia robe from Sew Over It. I made this moons and moons ago, out of a lovely border print. I think it was made an Emmy blouse as well, but I think that's long since disappeared out of my wardrobe. I will put a photo of me wearing this, and then I am also wearing, yes ladies and gentlemen, do not adjust your sets, I am wearing another Esti set. Dun dun dun! How many Estes is too many? I love it when that happens. I know Andrew from Beyond the Pink Door, she likes to repeat make. I know Liz from Bake and Sew, she also likes to repeat make. And why not? If we find something that suits us, it makes the most of our investment to actually continue and make more, which is always very exciting. So yeah, another Esti. It's in the same photo, but I'll put a bit of a toile or something in here, save me upsetting my microphone and taking my kimono jacket off. But there you go, there is the flash of the Esti. And all white. I don't know that I've ever worn all white before, and it is almost exclusively, almost solely, to release the kimonos into the world. I do love this. I absolutely adore it, actually. And today, because I was with one of my best friends, today I actually tried on the really expensive kimono. It's actually a lot longer than this one, and the sleeves also are a lot longer. So that busted my myth a little bit. Maybe I should have tried it on the other day and then not been haunted. But then I wouldn't have anything to wear with this, would I? So it's a win-win. But actually, she was very kind. She said, Cara, this kimono is so lovely that you don't need to buy another one. Can't say fairer than that, really, can you? And then very unglamorously on this hanger, I've actually got a whole series of more kimonos. So we've got this lovely fabric here, which again they're all the same pattern. This is another Sylvia kimono. This one is actually a short sleeve kimono, but I love this fabric. And then the final one, which has just disappeared off the hanger here, is in a lovely double gauze. Look at that. So I am looking forward to releasing the kimonos into the world. It's a random thing. I guess and what have you tell me, what have you got in your wardrobe that you never reach for, but you absolutely love, but don't have anything to wear with it? Tell me, what is it that you've got that you think, I must do this in order to wear this? At least I've got more than one, haven't I? So it's like four kimonos, so now I can release into the wild. Now this fabric, I'm going to move to a clip now where I show you an unboxing. So or unpackaging, or whatever you want to call it. So let me cut to that, and then I'll meet you on the other side. Hello, hello! I'm going to slice this into a clip at some point in a future video. No idea when. But I didn't want to not capture this moment because I have had a delivery today from a new to me fabric company. I'm not in any way affiliated with them, but I absolutely always want to share, is that even English? I want to share new findings and yeah, new places to buy fabric. Who wouldn't want to know this? So this is a company called Legend Textiles. I forget where they're based, which is pretty poorly of me, sorry about that, but here in England somewhere. And I bought these beauties. Now I have to say, I will put across the screen now the name of the lady that shared an Instagram post and tagged Legend Textiles into their post, just because I like to share names as well, and I am grateful to her for tagging Legend Textiles. I really like the aesthetic of Legend Textiles. It's really just honest, does exactly what it says on the tin. Reminds me a little bit of Rainbow Fabrics from back in the day, actually. Just yeah, great fabrics at great prices. I'm not saying that Rainbow Fabrics aren't that way anymore. They're just changing and evolving, like a lot of businesses are. But yes, this little lot here, really lovely. I ordered these on Saturday. Today is Thursday. And considering I sat with a glass of wine on Saturday night and ordered some fabric, as you do, I got a message Sunday morning to say that my order had been acknowledged, and I got a Hermes notification as well. And then obviously the tracking kicks in a few days later, so that's phenomenal. Yeah, thank you Legend Textiles for being looking at your orders on a Saturday night. Let me take you through them. I am currently obsessed with the idea of having a kimono, and I might be talking about this in my video at some stage. I love there's a company called Powder. I'll put the inspo photo in here, and they make the most beautiful kimonos. They are pricey, I think. They are beautiful, but they're pricey. And I have made at least 4 kimonos, at least. And they're in my wardrobe, and I never wear them. So I'm like, Cara, why do you want a powder kimono when you don't wear the kimonos you have made? I know, this makes no sense. So then I thought to myself, the reason I don't wear my kimonos is because they're made of, you know, beautiful fabric that is quite floral, quite colourful, and I don't really wear clothes that would match it. So like for this example, this is the Art Deco Sable Viscose from La Maison Fauve, and it's beautiful fabric, but it speaks for itself. I couldn't stick a kimono over the top of this, it would just be clash land, which sometimes is good, but not often on me. So I decided that I needed some light plain fabrics in my life, which is where Legend Textiles came in. So let me talk to you about these first. This is 80% viscose, I think 20% linen, something like that. So it's a linen blend. It's got a beautiful sort of slub to it. Let me just, I think you can see that. Yeah, you can see the slub there. I've got to tell you, this is really soft, like super soft, and it is perfect weight for trousers. I am really quite excited about this. In fact, so much so that I had unfolded all these fabrics and walked over to my washing machine. And I'm like, Cara, you run a YouTube channel. Get back in there, fold them back up, and tell your lovely subscribers what your discovery is. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm really, really pleased with this. I think I've just got 2 meters. Feels heavier than 2 meters. No, I actually maybe got 3. I got 3 meters, because I might have been thinking about making another Esti. How many Estis do I need in my lab? So 3 meters, and this was therefore £5 a meter, which is amazing. It is super soft. It's got a beautiful weight and a beautiful drape to it. Cannot wait to get started on that. This is quite a rigid denim, and it's got a little bit of a fleck in it, which I don't find offensive. I think that's fine. Sort of sand colour, and it is. In fact, it would literally stand up on its own. So I think, oh, it's actually stretch. Oh, I didn't know that. Did I know that? I don't know, but it is. Oh, that's nice. It is proper structure. So I reckon that would be considered maybe at least a 10 ounce, maybe more denim. So it's much thicker than I thought it was going to be. Sort of canvas-esque actually would make a great bag. Ooh, that's a nice idea too. Love this. Completely forgotten how much this was. That's annoying. I'll put it on the screen now. But again, it's not all about price, by the way. I know obviously prices change, so I can't guarantee what price they were, but they were amazing value, just super value. So super pleased with this one. So I'm making wide leg trousers out of the white. The idea is to have trousers that I can then, I'll probably make a combo actually. That's probably why I was thinking about the Esti. Nice simple white top, although I've got a number of white tops that I've just made. So at least trousers out of this. I'm going to make the Dawn wide leg cropped version of the jeans in that. I think that's going to look amazing. Love the blue pair I wear all the time. And then lastly, just couldn't resist this. I'm a little bit obsessed with green, and one of my best friends has bought a shop bought dress that is just lovely. It's got a slight poof sleeve, sort of a faux wrap. It's just lovely. So I keep thinking about that. So I think I'm going to make a dress out of this. I've got to tell you, this is so soft, this fabric. Sadly, this is the last of it, so sorry about that, gang. It's got like green and, I think you can see there, it's blue. It's just, yeah, so green, blue and white, obviously. Really nice, super soft, super drapey. I got the last 2 meters of this, and this was £2.50 a metre. So just lovely, just perfect fabric for me. I just love it when I don't have to worry about the investment of fabric, but I also love investment fabric, and I obviously commit to both at different times of my sewing journey. So I've got Whip It running around here. So that was 7 minutes of waffle about these amazing fabrics. But yeah, Legend Textiles, I'll hopefully put a link to them in the blurb below. I'll catch up with you soon. Until I watch the edit back, I can't actually remember what I was saying in my in my little video there, because it was actually about a week ago that I received this amazing white viscose linen from Legend Textiles. Now, I'm not affiliated with them in any way, shape or form, but I did just discover them through another Instagrammer whose name has completely gone out of my mind. So if I remember, I'll give them credit on the screen here, because thank you to them for mentioning it. And now I'm going to reach out. So the 2 other fabrics that, oh, hang on. This was the cream denim that I featured there. Now, since the filming of the opening, if you like, I have washed this, and this is really stiff fabric. So right now, I've decided to not do anything with that. If you've got any top tips on how to soften this fabric up, then I would really appreciate it, because I've got a feeling that if I made jeans out of this, that would drive me absolutely insane right now. So sadly, It's not a nothing, but it's not a definite. I'm just going to lean over here very unglamorously. Sorry, I should have picked that up before I started filming. And then this is the other fabric, and it's washed really well, and it's still just as soft. I love that actually. It's got like blue, green, and white. Actually, in this boutique shop, I just took a picture actually of a lovely oversized shirt, not a dissimilar style to having a kimono, but I thought, well, that would make a lovely overshirt to wear. So that might make the Alex shirt actually, by Sew Over It from that. I'm not entirely sure. But no, Legend Textiles, really great prices, and so far this fabric has been a dream to work with. So Esti top, Esti trousers, and of the Donny shirt here sitting on my mannequin. I haven't taken pictures of this one yet, which is a shame. Do you know what? Maybe I should put it on because it's difficult to talk about something that I haven't taken pictures of, and then I can share my views. So back in a second. Got a naked dummy now next to me. Well, that doesn't look right, does it? Never mind. So yes, the Donny shirt. Obviously, you've seen loads of these from loads of different sewists across YouTube, which has been lovely. And one of those times where definitely I have been influenced by something that I might not have ordinarily made myself. So that's really curious. But it is as lovely as the hype says it is. It's incredibly simple. If you've never made a shirt before, I think I would have said it was a really good suggestion. Some people had sort of tricky part here. For me, I wasn't really thinking it through, I don't think. So these corners I haven't caught in as well as I could have done. And by that I mean there's a little bit of a rough edge here, I think. Not enough to not make me wear it. And you know, having just shown you a white Esti set, I've got a couple of white tops in my wardrobe. I've definitely never had. I've got the sagebrush top, haven't I? That's white. But I don't think I've ever had a white shirt before. So it could be a really good enabler for some of the other things in my wardrobe. So that's really curious. But let me stand up and show you. I really like the length of this. So that's my hip there. So it sits just on my hip. It's really nice across the chest here. It sits really well on the shoulders and so on. It's not too low for me. It's definitely not a lowest situation going on, which I had a couple of weeks ago. I actually really like the V of this. I know a few people have raised that. But yeah, really nice. I completely sewed it along with the sew along from Friday Pattern Company, the amazing Chelsea. I literally sewed the whole thing whilst watching her. And again, this linen viscose. This is a beautiful weight. It's a trouser weight fabric, but it's quite structured and does exactly what it should do, which is just lovely. Based on my measurements, I sized down one, so my measurements would have put me in an XL. And I made the large, and I don't regret that at all. I would do the same again. What's really curious about the Donny is the amount of hacks that people have already done for it. And actually, I think that's a really lovely idea. And for me, I could definitely see this elongated into a shift dress. I think that would be really super. And actually, maybe even some of the fabric I got from Barry's last year, I definitely could see me wanting to do that. I also need to start thinking about transitional fabrics, I think, and transitional wear, because it's now, by the time this video comes out, this is going to be nearly the end of July. No, it'll be the beginning of August by the time you guys see this film, so I'm filming a little bit ahead of time. So how many more weeks of summer have we got? Now that's not true, because we could stay warm right up until October, but then the old autumnal brain starts to kick in. All right already, or no, stop. School holidays haven't even started for a lot of you, so I will stop talking about the end of summer right away. But I really have enjoyed making this. Again, it's one of those that I'm glad I've made it. I think next time I would make it in a more drapey fabric. So I think that would help with the, it would sit flatter and so on, but it's not sitting flat, if that makes sense. I really like it. Actually, in my handily placed mirror here, you can see, I think, the back yoke. There's a really nice bit of gathering actually on the back, and it's a beautiful burrito method, and all of that sort of thing. So it's a very, very well made Friday Pattern Company pattern. Once again, they've absolutely nailed it. There's been so many reviews on this pattern, I really don't need to say too much more. And the last thing I want to share with you today, well, actually it's not last by any stretch of the imagination, I have been going bag crazy. Been making bags like mad. So if I show you the original bag, she says, they've all got caught up here. So this is the original bag I made. This is the Haralson bag by Noodlehead Patterns. I still can't get over just how lovely this bag is. It's fully lined, so you've got this beautiful big pocket on the back, which is perfect for your phone. And the idea is you wear it crossbody like that, and then obviously you can just put your phone in the back and you just literally get hold of it. On the inside, it's fully lined, which is lovely, and then another internal pocket. I put magnetic clips on mine. Again, was really easy to do. Just got a sort of a kit, including the swivels and the D-rings and the slider from Amazon, and just could not be easier to make. Even the zips and things, never done anything like that before. Love it. I also love the fact you can use up scraps of fabric. And obviously I did funky design here to match the Pilar jacket and used up scraps here. The next two I made, I actually made this, so the reason I wanted to make another one is because I've worn that so much that now this fabric is pilling a little bit on the back. That's nothing to do with the fabric, it's all about the amount of times I've worn it. So I kind of wanted to save that bag for the... I hope I've been able to edit that out. Sorry, I just tripped up my own microphone and stand and the whole thing went a bit... So sorry if you lost me there for a second. I was trying to explain there that this bag I want to try and keep a little bit for best, for when I'm especially wearing my Pilar jacket, and I was wearing it so much that it's starting to rub a little bit. But also, I just love making bags, so much so that I have made 2 more, and this again is the Harlow bag. So this is my current use bag, and again I've got my purse, my sunglasses, my tissues, all sorts of paraphernalia going on here, some keys somewhere, and again got the beautiful zip at the back with nail file and things, and then the section in the middle here all with zips. And I love the fact that you can use up scraps of fabric. So this is, I made the Esti set out of this. That's my first Esti set. But look, and then I put the tabs on the side in the coordinating, but the rest is plain. So I'm going to cut to another clip here because I've made 2, and hopefully the footage here shows you the second one. So I was trying to work out how I can best showcase these bags. So I've just made 2 more of the Harlow bags by Noodlehead. I am in love with this design. I absolutely adore it. I used a leftover scrap from Minerva, and I've put a little label in here: "Be strong, be happy, be you." Inside you've got a little internal pocket here, which is all beautifully lined and so on. Yeah, I think you can just pick up that. It is a surprisingly roomy bag, but it's all beautifully lined. Got these lovely D-rings. I decided to just use an accent on the outside, and then the back is probably one of my favourite features actually, is the zip pocket here, and again fully lined inside. And the idea is that it's a crossbody bag, and I will pop some footage in of me wearing it in a moment. I made 2 today, so I've been batch sewing, and I have to remember to take some footage of this one because this one is off to France. So I've made this as a surprise for my daughter. Ta-da! Inside it's beautifully lined again. I decided to twin on the labels, so I think that's really appropriate for her too. Beautiful lined pockets, all lined inside. I kept it really nice and plain on the outside. She's an 18-year-old after all. Wanted to make the most of it. Most of them at wearability for her. And then again inside, nice splash of colour on the inside, but on the outside, as you can see, it is a crossbody bag, all fit for adventures in Europe. So I can't show you the second one other than hopefully a photo or some footage, one or the other. If I didn't take any footage, then this bit's going to sound a bit strange, but I think I did, because I sent the other one to my daughter in France, who, before she went away, she wanted to have a crossbody bag so that she can just have everything she needs really nice and secure right close to her. And I don't think she bought one. Well, I'll find out, won't I? Because I don't actually know whether she has bought one or not and just hasn't mentioned it. But I made hers exactly the same, and I wanted it, because she's 18, kind of wanted it just to be really nice and plain on the outside. So I kept the tabs here to the plain black denim. It's just something I had in my stash, and kept them nice and plain. But on the inside, ta-da! We had a really nice zebra print. I've got some down there, but zebra print fabric, which ironically I'd made I had made some trousers that I wore on her prom night. No, I didn't go to her prom. It just happened to be that in the photographs I'm wearing the zebra trousers, and I just thought it'd be a nice connection, because I know she'll remember those trousers because they're quite distinct, obviously. But oh my word, I just love them, and it just comes together in no time at all. So I cut out and made 2 bags. I started probably about 8 o'clock in the morning, I think, and I'd finished both by 12:30, if not 12 o'clock. So although that is a few hours worth of investment, I still think, and I was doing other things as well, I still think that's quite a quick make. Obviously I made 2. When I made the first one, I know that it only took me about an hour, but I had already cut everything out. The other thing I would say this time is I've used a proper interfacing. So on this one, I just used dressmaking interfacing, and on this one I've used bag making interfacing, and you could the difference is massive. So much so, in fact, that I'm going to this seam here is where you turn the bag inside out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually unpick that seam on the other bag and then reinforce the flap, and maybe some other sections, maybe the front section, depends what I can get to. I haven't really thought that through because of the magnetic clasp thing here. I'm not sure. I may do, because the feel of this bag is completely different, and when I wear it, this stays pretty much flat, whereas on that one, if I'm honest, it's not the pattern's fault, it's my own fault. It does sort of tend to collapse in on itself a little bit because it doesn't have any interfacing on it. But I mean, honestly, how much fun is that? I mean, who wouldn't want to have one of those in their lives? And so I feel like I want to start making them so that I can give them to people for Christmas, because I just think it's so much fun. I have thoroughly enjoyed making those. Yeah, so this week, an Esti set, a Donny, 2 bags. Anything else? I mean, that's enough. Why am I even saying that? Like there should be more content than that. That's insane. But I hope you've enjoyed seeing what I've been up to, and I would love to hear about your makes in your wardrobe. What things would you need enabling outfits in order for you to wear? In order for you to release them into the wild. So I am finally, as I say, releasing my kimono collection into the wild, which I'm delighted about, with my white linen. So yeah, great to be here. Let me know what you think in the comments below, please. Stay tuned to next week. I have no idea what I'm up to next week. As I stand right now, all I've got cut out is a woven Naya t-shirt. That's over there. I'd still like to make the Stitch Bird dress out of that beautiful single gauze, but I haven't even cut that out. So right now, I haven't got any plans, which is just lovely. But my next Little Miss So-and-so box will be arriving within the next few days, and that's a really exciting one. I didn't choose what everyone else would have chosen. I know this much because the patterns this month were sensational. So I look forward to sharing that with you. But in the meantime, I hope you stay safe and well, and I look forward to catching up with you next time. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks everyone. Bye.